Supermarket retailers Pick n Pay and Food Lovers Market appeared before the Competition Commission's fresh produce market inquiry this week. Both retailers have maintained that there is no anti-competitive behaviour in their operations or exclusive deals with farmers.
The country's competition law put to the test with an 18-month-long investigation underway to address any anti-competitive behavior in the fresh produce value chain. This after some small businesses, consumers and farmers approached the commission, citing exclusive deals and various activities that contribute to high consumer prices and block access to the sector, at times leaving farmers with no bargaining powers on the pricing of fresh produce. Pick n Pay was the first in the hot seat, with the retailer's officials at pains to explain their operations, which they believe are in line with the competition laws.
We are very aware in terms of what's happening from an input point of view. Farmers, consolidators will notify us of that. We have a good sense in terms of what's happening in the market and obviously with the competition. So I can assure you, we from our point of view definitely feel that farmers today still have bargaining power. We see and sense that every single week, and I think the process that we're following supports that.
We negotiate weekly, we look after it, and we very much have an understanding of what is going on in the industry. We understand the inputs, the pressure the farmers are under, and that weekly price negotiation that happens is based on that.
Food Lovers Market, the largest privately owned retailer in South Africa, says it has no exclusive deals with suppliers. The retailer told the commission that it sources fruits and vegetables from commercial farmers and small businesses. It says it channels its fresh produce to distribution centres on supply and demand, taking the quality and shelf life of the product into consideration.
I've never sat with a producer where I forced them to deliver anything to Food Lovers Market. And it's one of the reasons I don't have a contract. It's purely negotiated, it's an agreement. You can pick a product and mangoes, anything like that. It's either coming to us from the farmer, and when we get to the price, it was negotiated by both parties, and both parties are comfortable that they're happy with that.
Would you say that the same apply if the producer is a SME supplier, a small farmer?
100%. If you don't want a price for your product, then you have the option to go to the market. If you go to a retailer and they're not giving you what your input costs are, or even if you're now on the stage of perishable, they're not giving you just the break even, then you have the right to walk away. You should have the right to walk away.
The Commission also heard that climate change and geopolitical tensions are among the issues that continue to negatively affect the local retailers and farmers.
With the advent of COVID, there are a number of things that have happened within the market. Of course, prices shooting up. And of course, there are a number of other interventions that we think may have influenced the rising of prices. However, we need to understand what determines the prices in South Africa. And this is why we want to look at the efficiency with regards to the value chain. What are the dynamics with regards to the inputs that have impact on the producers, and how do they determine the price? You know that there are a number of things that would have happened internationally. There are a number of things that are happening in South Africa, like load shedding, for example.
The Competition Commission says it believes the food and agro-processing sector makes a significant contribution to the economy and should operate within the country's competition laws, as it has the potential to drive inclusive growth. The issue of food security, a major concern for competition commissioners, with officials working on evoking their powers to summon retailers like Shoprite Checkers that have snubbed the process. The commission saying that it wants to protect consumers in these tough economic times, looking at completing the inquiry on the set deadline of October 2024. Katlego Logodi, SABC News in Pretoria.